The NFL schedule just released, and we've got a lot of crazy games on the week one slate. So now I think it's finally time to let you know my week one predictions for the NFL. Let's get right into it. The Lions at the Chiefs. This will be a really good game. I'm high on the Lions this season. I think their offense is going to be stellar. I think, however, the Chiefs take it at home. They've been gods week one. They've won like 7 openers in a row, maybe more. So I think the Lions don't really stand a chance, but if I was a betting man, which by God I am, I would take the Lions plus 6.5, but the Chiefs money line. I think the Chiefs do win here.
What's up, guys? Editor Phoenix coming in. So I'm going to talk a lot about sports betting in this one, so I just want you to get the basic terms down. When I say plus, like the Lions plus 6.5, that means that they need to lose by 6 or less or just win the game in order for the bet to hit. Money line means that they just need to win outright. So if I say Chiefs money line, the Chiefs just need to win in general. If I say minus, that means that they need to win. Let's say if the Chiefs are minus 6.5, they need to win by 7 or more for the bet to hit. So hopefully that helps. I'll try and explain it a little bit more as we go, but I hope you enjoy the video.
Lions are going to be great this season, just not going to take this game. Next is the Texans at the Ravens. I think, obviously, with the Texans getting some good weapons, the Texans could put up a fight, but with Lamar being back on the Ravens, the Ravens having a great defense, I think that the Ravens take this one by a pretty wide margin. CJ Stroud might not be this quarterback that he was at Ohio State, at least for the opener of the season. We'll see. But I have Lamar beating the Texans in this one. Next one is the Bengals at the Browns. And even though the Browns have actually had the Bengals number for a little bit the last couple of seasons, I think the Bengals start this season strong, at least for this first game. I think they could start a little bit slow because that's normally what they do, but I think the Bengals start strong. The line is Cincinnati minus 2.5. I would take that. I think the Bengals win by about 3 points being on the road. If the line goes to 3.5, I probably wouldn't take it, but I see the Bengals winning by 3 against the Browns to start the season. Next is the Buccaneers at the Vikings. And even though I think the Vikings are going to fall off a little bit this year, I just don't have any trust in Baker and the Buccaneers. They're going to have to prove me wrong this year. Although, who cares about proving me wrong? I'm just some dumbass speaking into a microphone. Either way, though, I'm not high on the Buccaneers. I see the Vikings taking this one at home against the Buccaneers. Next is the Titans at the Saints. And being a Saints fan, I'm obviously going to pick the Saints, but I do think this one's going to be a lot closer than people think. The spread is minus 4 on the Saints. I don't think we're winning by more than 3. I think that the Titans might start Will Levis week 1, which who knows if that's going to be good for us or not. But the Saints kind of just need to get their shit together too. So I think that the Saints win, but not by a wide margin whatsoever. Next is the Panthers at the Falcons. And I think this is probably my first one that I'm picking the road team to win. That's funny. But I am going to pick the Panthers to win. I think Bryce Young, he's number 1 overall for a reason. The Falcons defense is really good, obviously, but the Falcons just don't have that offense to really carry them in many games. So I think this will be a close one, but I can see the Panthers getting the win here. So I would take the money line on the Panthers if you're betting on them. Next is the Jaguars at the Colts, and I think obviously with Anthony Richardson being there, the Colts could be great, but the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to be on a tear this season. I think Jacksonville takes it on the road. I would definitely take the Jacksonville minus 3.5 spread. Next is the 49ers at the Steelers, and the 49ers I think could be as good as they were last year potentially, but the Steelers at home, they're kind of scary at home. They have a great defense, especially if TJ Watt's healthy, as we saw last season. But the 49ers had one of the best defenses and one of the best offenses last year. I don't see how the 49ers lose, even though it's on the road. So I'm sorry, Steelers fans, but 49ers will take week 1, but the Steelers will have a good season regardless. Next is the Cardinals at the Commanders. I am not high on either team this year, but I am especially not high on the Cardinals, especially because I'm almost certain they won't have Kyler Murray ready for week 1, and the Commanders should be getting Chase Young back to help them on that D-line. And I don't know who they're going to start at quarterback, but to me, I don't care if Sam Howell or Jacoby Brissett starts. I think they win this one. And I don't know if I would take the minus 6 spread for Washington, but I would definitely take their money line. I think the Washington Commanders are going to definitely beat the Cardinals, even if it's not by a wide margin. They're going to get the win. Next one is the Raiders at the Broncos. Now, this one should actually be kind of a tight game. 2 mediocre quarterbacks going at it. It's going to be insane, guys. But I do think that the Raiders go into Denver and somehow take the win here. I think Josh Jacobs and Devontae Adams are too much of a force. And I think now that the Raiders have Garoppolo, although it's not much of a step up from Carr, I think Garoppolo can help them win. He has the weapons around him to succeed just like he did in San Francisco. So I'll take the Raiders here in week 1. Next is going to be the Dolphins at the Chargers, and I'm high on both of these teams going into the year, but I just don't see the Dolphins losing week one unless for some reason Tua's just not ready, but I think he is ready. I think that Tyreek Hill is just going to burn them, and they did play last season, and the Dolphins did win. The line right now is set at Chargers minus 2.5 because Chargers are at home, so I'm assuming that's why they gave the Chargers the minus 2.5 for the spread, but I do think the Dolphins win regardless, so give me the Dolphins on the road. Next is the Eagles at the Patriots. I just don't see how the Eagles lose this game. I don't see how the Eagles go back to a 10-win team. A lot of betting sites are saying over under 10.5 wins right now as their win total. I know they have one of the tougher schedules out there, but I don't care. They have one of the best O-lines. They have Jalen Hurts. They have A.J. Brown. I don't care who the running back is. They got Swift. If Swift's healthy, that's a stellar pickup. And their defense is only going to get better as well. Their defense is pretty elite. So I think Eagles road stomp the Patriots. The line right now is set at Eagles minus 4.5. I think they win by at least 10. Give me the Eagles. Next is the Packers at the Bears. And a lot of people might be saying that the Packers could win this one because the Packers have owned the Bears forever. But you got to realize now that Aaron Rodgers is not there, it's up for grabs. I think Justin Fields can take a big step this year. I think the Bears win. Probably I would say this game is the one game that would go into overtime this upcoming slate for week one. But I see the Bears winning. If it's not in overtime, they win by a field goal. Give me the Bears week one. Next is the Rams at the Seahawks. Give me the Seahawks right off the rip. I do believe in the Rams, and I do believe that they will come back and be better this year than they were last year, but they're not going to be the same team that they were when they won the Super Bowl 2 years ago. The Seahawks, they found something in Geno. They still have amazing weapons. They have a great defense. Give me the Seahawks by at least 7 points. Next is the Cowboys at the Giants. Now, this one is kind of a tricky game because obviously it's a big divisional game. It's on Sunday night. It's going to be a crazy, intense game. Right now, Dallas is set to, the spread at least is for Dallas to win by 3 points. I can see that happening, but I'm going to be a bit of a sneaky little snake here. I'm going to take the Giants to win this game. I know that the Cowboys are really good. I get it. Trust me. But the Giants are really good as well under Daboll last year. I see the Giants somehow pulling off an upset win here. Give me the Giants. And Monday night, a game that will be amazing to watch. The Bills at the Jets. Rodgers in a Jets uniform and Allen trying to finally get to the Super Bowl. I think this will be an amazing game. Bills are set at -1 for the spread, which means that it's pretty much up for grabs as far as the money line. I know the Jets are at home, but give me the Bills. Bills are going to win this one. Sorry, Jets fans. I just think that the Bills can take this game, and then the Jets will improve throughout the year once Rodgers becomes more accustomed. But yeah, give me the Bills. So there's all my week one predictions. Let me know what you think. If you hate my predictions, let me know. If you love my predictions, let me know. I think this is going to be a killer week one slate. I'm excited to watch it. I'm excited to waste my money by betting on this. And I hope you are too. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you want some more. And I'll see you later. Peace.